You probably won't have caught wind of iexec digital money, however this is quite possibly of the most interesting and significant innovation that the crypto market has. The thought is to empower different PCs to utilize your PC's assets, which is primarily processing power, to perform incalculable computations. The one that rents out their assets gets compensated by the people who need it. This thought is the same old thing, as this appropriated processing and equal figuring moved in the beginning of PCs. The thought was to empower an organization of PCs to perform calculations that could contend with supercomputers. On the off chance that an organization of PCs can't straightforwardly contend with supercomputers, it's a good idea for the organization to cooperate and do similar computations. This is all accomplished at a generally lesser cost than building a supercomputer without any preparation. However, enough about supercomputing. We should find out about thrilling iexec projects framed only a couple of years prior and are currently offering special and fundamental arrangements that can assist with building the fate of PCs and decentralized applications before very long. The ongoing business sector strength position of number 288 isn't a lot to make it alluring crypto. So we should investigate the iexec cost expectation and its verifiable cost examination, track down the most dependable value projections, and perceive how this computerized coin cost is doing. So how about we start? What is iexec? iexec is a main supplier of blockchain-based decentralized processing. The iexec decentralized commercial center associates asset suppliers with asset clients. This empowers anybody with a processing asset to adapt and lease figuring powers to the individuals who need those assets, whether it be for convoluted estimations or taking care of enormous informational collections. The CEO and prime supporter of the iexec project, Gilles Vedak, was a scientist in equal and circulated frameworks and realizes how distributed computing functions. This information, joined with a digital money market model, permitted the pioneer to track down a better approach for making an answer for an issue that has existed throughout recent decades. The iexec biological system incorporates 4 fundamental qualities it endeavors to convey. This is decentralization, development, establishing a supportable climate, and opportunity to make, improve, and add to making a superior world. By planning to give decentralized applications running on blockchain networks with registering power, the outline of iexec was certainly gone to turn into a helpful device in the blockchain figuring space. The iexec network use research advancements created by the INRIA and CNRS research establishments in desktop grid figuring. The possibility of desktop grid, otherwise called volunteer computing, is to gather registering assets that are not used to execute enormous equal applications at a lower cost when contrasted with a conventional supercomputer. The iexec additionally depends on StremWebHep, which is an open-source desktop grid programming. This product carries out a layer of important highlights, including adaptation to non-critical failure, multi-clients, cross-breed foundations, public designs, multi-applications, information the executives, and responsibility. It likewise conveys virtual pictures notwithstanding the above highlights. The task likewise plans to make a better-than-ever proof of contribution (POCO) convention. This will empower off-chain agreement, and outside assets will have the ensured utilization assets on the actual organization. The iexec makes a safe foundation that can advance circulated administration and give a superior exhibition and versatile organization. It wouldn't be a major shock before very long on the off chance that each DeFi application out there begins to involve the iexec assets for their own calculations. The iexec token is utilized for installment for utilizing the distributed computing asset. The ongoing impediments of blockchain registering can be conquered utilizing the advantages of the iexec. It permits virtual cloud foundation that gives superior execution figuring administrations on request. The dispersed cloud definitely diminishes the natural carbon impression of the server farms and empowers the organization to run cost really while at the same time giving superior execution. The conventional cloud framework is restricted and can't satisfy the necessities of dApps that need a completely decentralized cloud foundation. The processing power expected to run huge information applications is mostly given by HPCs or high-performance computing frameworks. Be that as it may, these are intricate and costly. iexec RLC technical analysis. For the year 2021, the RLC value kept on energizing up in a magnificent improving design for the main quarter. This upturn was great since it pulled back to the 50-day moving normal, showing that the market was intrigued, notwithstanding the cost pulling back on events. This went on for a very long time before a colossal volume pushed the RLC cost fundamentally up to the degree of $12. Yet, this was where the value neglected to support itself. From that point onward, the RLC has been exchanging the downwards force forcefully. By taking a gander at the accumulation distribution marker, we can see an over-the-top loss of market revenue as the line downtrends. In the period of July 2021, the RLC cost recuperated and contacted the 50-day moving normal, and it had kept up with its cost between the scopes of $3 and $6 for practically the whole 2021. Yet, the cost fell further in 2022, and the iexec RLC cost today is at $0.7866, way underneath the 50-day moving normal worth of $1.45. This recommends that a further misfortune in the cost of the RLC token can be seen as it might precede the downtrend. iexec RLC price prediction 2022. As per our iexec RLC cost expectation, the base incentive for 2022 is anticipated to be $0.5. The typical cost level is supposed to spin around $0.8, while the iexec coin's most extreme value level might reach $1.05, according to our iexec RLC conjecture. iexec RLC price prediction 2023. In light of our RLC value gauges and cost guess, the typical iexec RLC cost is supposed to be $1.1. The base cost and greatest cost level, according to the iexec RLC figures, are assessed to be $0.9 and $1.4 individually. iexec RLC price prediction 2024. The iexec RLC estimate and specialized investigation anticipate the typical cost to be around $1.3. In light of the iexec RLC cost conjecture, the base cost and the most extreme value level of $1.0 and $1.5, separately, are expected for the year 2024. iexec RLC price prediction 2025. The iexec RLC coin's cost is expected to fill in the year 2025 too. The iexec RLC crypto is supposed